John Rzeznik, lead of the Goo Goo Dolls. Let's watch him in action right now.
I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that fall on night. Put your arms around me. The way you feel is what you are. What you are is beautiful all night.
And here he is live. There's nothing like getting up early in the morning when you're a rock star.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for coming in.
Can we offer you a cupcake?
That's beautiful. Is it real?
It's real.
It's real. Hi, how are you? How are you?
We said hi.
Hello.
Say hi. Have a seat. Relax. Okay.
I'm trying to relax.
Oh, you've seen this show many times.
Yeah, but I've never been like here, so it's kind of.
But you've been on the show because we did like a ticket giveaway or something one time.
Yeah, but we did a bunch
of
remote stuff.
Yeah.
But
Is Steve annoying you? In person, I'm here. Does Steve look shorter in person, or is he a little?
No. He's much thinner, and the beard looks better.
Yeah, thank you.
He's a handsome man.
My beard or his? Oh, I'm sorry. So you're here finally because you got this show on Fox. That's what it took for you to come into the studio.
That's the only time I've ever been asked to actually come to the secret bunker where you guys.
The bunker. It is.
The bunker.
It's a thrill, isn't it?
It's so secret, no one knows about it.
It's a lot mellower than I thought.
Yeah.
We have some snacks if you're hungry.
Get a few drinks in Larry, and it won't be as mellow as you think.
Hi,
now
Larry.
this rock band is pretty incredible. These kids are amazing, right?
Who?
Them, right there.
Are you now? You know, what do you think of these little boys with their shirts off?
I love it.
Really?
I personally, do you think
Now,
you don't?
how would you feel if it was 13-year-old girls? And,
with their shirts
no,
off?
not with their shirts off, but you know.
But that's what we have. We have a sexualization in the rock industry. I mean, look at the Britney Spears when she came up. She was wholesome. Then she did the cover of Rolling Stone, and all that changes. But you don't like it, John?
I just think you know what? I don't think kids should be.
Taking
sort of
their clothes off.
It's okay.
Didn't you do that in
okay
Buffalo coming up? You didn't take your shirt off at Buffalo local malls when you were starting?
Yes.
I like that it bothers the rock star. It doesn't bother you, but it bothers the rock star.
Well, you know, it's just there's too much of that over sexualization.
John,
kids,
you're speaking sex. You're speaking accurately about sex. These are little kids, and we're screwing them up.
Yeah.
I don't. Well, yeah.
Yes,
I think our parents are helping out pretty.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Did you say that on the show?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Because you are, after all, a rock star.
I'm in shock the whole time I'm doing it. I'm like, why am I on TV?
It's just like a weird, like, scary
it's a very
thing.
weird
How
thing.
did Simon Fuller call you to do this?
No.
You didn't have to audition.
No, they asked me to do it, and then I was sort of like, I don't know. But then they said I could say whatever I wanted. You know, I mean, they weren't going to try to push me into any sort of kind of role or whatever. I could speak my mind, say what I wanted. So I was like, I had a few months off, and I was like, okay,
But you get nervous. I think it's
I do get nervous. Well, it's really hard to sort of critique someone else's dream. They're working on it.
Especially when they're kids.
But a lot of people fall in love with their own reflection, and sometimes they need a
smack upside the head.
I know I've gotten mine, I mean,
how would you have liked
lucky.
to have been critiqued when you were that age?
I would have liked to have had it done in a constructive way, by people that knew what they were talking about. Yeah. Because it's easy to tear something down.
Sure.
It's really, really hard to find the positive elements in something and then look, tell people to play on their strengths and get rid of this weakness or whatever,
So you're not the Simon Cowell. You would
well, I mean,
never just...
well, that's ridiculous.
Well,
I'm a musician,
copy.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like I'm a musician. He's not a musician. I'm a band guy. He's not a band guy.
Hey, now, do you think the music industry, we always talk about how it's changed now, John. I mean, it's crazy, right? It's all about the internet and if you were a band coming up today, would it deter you from... Because you guys have been around for...
Yeah, I mean, we're from the old school of record deals, I guess, and it changes every 6 months, and
so they don't do that anymore?
I'm sure they do it, but, if I were a young band and didn't have a record deal, I'd be really careful about how I got one and what I did.
But there's also more opportunity. Because of the internet, people get exposure that you never could have gotten when you started.
Exactly, yeah. The world is infinitely smaller now.
I want to go back. I really didn't know this about you, that you had a lot of tragedy when you were young. And you were on your own, when you were 14 years old?
15, 16,
And you were your keeper at that point.
Yeah.
Well, your sisters too, right? I mean,
my sisters helped out, but we had a good period of time where we were just like, we're all free now, so we stayed away from each other.
That kind of you grow up quickly with that, anyway.
You grow up incredibly quickly, you learn how to wake yourself up for school, and I learned how to wake myself up for school. by taking a record turntable and I had a speaker on either side of my bed, and I had one of those old timers that clicks the light on at a certain time of day.
Oh, yeah.
Except it would click the record player on, and then it would just blast like,
wow,
the Clash into my ears. And then get up for school,
Well, I'm sorry, Dad, but why were you guys on your own?
Because our parents died, prematurely, I would have to say.
Like with a very close period of time.
Yeah, they died within about 6 months of each other, which was kind of strange.
And that's got to be part of why you're so protective when you see kids on the stage and you know how vulnerable kids are.
They're all. I have nieces, that are their age. I have a niece who's their age, and I'm like, who do you like on the show?
Yeah.
And then she's like,
so and so, because he takes his shirt off. Yeah.
No.
So you were going to be a plumber, is that right?
I was trained to be a plumber. Yes.
Does it help?
Sure.
Right now it does.
When stuff goes wrong at the house.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I was in Buffalo, New York yesterday. And
back home.
Can you go anywhere when you're back home? People.
I
just
go everywhere.
Cool.
Everybody's cool. Everybody's like, they don't
care about.
They don't care.
Wait, so what happened? You had a plumbing situation?
We had a plumbing situation. I'm building a recording studio, and we had a plumbing situation, and I had to get on it and go to the store and buy a part.
Yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, there was a guy installing everything, but I had to go buy a pump.
Did you show your little crack, as all plumbers are supposed to?
I showed it. Yeah.
Plumber's crack.
Yeah, I said, I gotta get to work here.
Put him way down.
You need to show that on the Fox show, the Sheila E. Show your plumber's crack a little more, that kind of thing.
What happened to that? Now you ladies are fashion mavens and everything. What happened to the butt crack being the new cleavage?
I like it personally.
I mean, do women still do that? Because I have a girlfriend, I don't look anymore. I'm blind. I see no women.
No, there are no women.
I see no gender anymore.
The high jeans are in is what is the hot thing now. So
there's
more
crackage.
A lot less crack.
So now you can look.
No more crackage.
There's less to
It's
see.
good hygiene.
It's good hygiene.
Yeah. You're playing a show here in town? November?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. My record is out today.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I've been mentioning it. Where's the CD? There it is. Your greatest hit.
It's dropping right now. Steve does not like the record drops.
It's amazing. You guys have been together for 18 years, right?
Almost 20. Yeah.
Damn.
Almost 20.
So it's time for greatest hits, and that's what this is.
Yeah. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
got your classics on there. I saw.
It's mortality staring you right in the face.
So what's next for you then? You're going to play here.
We're playing here Thursday. Okay. We're doing an in-store at a Best Buy somewhere. I don't know where. And then
that's pretty cool. I mean, you walk into Best Buy and you guys are there playing.
Yeah. I like that. I like that idea. And
then more of the show.
And then I'm doing a few more episodes of the show. And then actually on Thanksgiving we're playing at the halftime show in Detroit.
Oh, Detroit.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a big game.
And it's a big game this year.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Nice.
All right, myfoxla.com about everything that you're doing. Check it out, okay?
Oh, we're also going to Africa to play for Nelson Mandela.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that. Just drop that in.
I just forgot.
Best Buy and Nelson Mandela.
I'm doing it in-store. I'm judging some children, and then I'm going off to hang out with Nelson Mandela.
All right.
Can't you just get him to